guys, welcome back to Our Vision Farm. Today is the day before we are leaving for our trip out of state. So by this time tomorrow we should be, I think, like almost getting off the airplane and getting our rental and driving to the actual state. Like I mentioned in a past video, we're actually taking a flight from Florida to Boston, and then from Boston we're renting a car and we're going to be driving the rest of the way. It just worked out to be simpler and cheaper like that for us. And we had rented an Airbnb. We had this cute little Airbnb. It was really cozy and it had a fireplace, and we were really excited about it, but unfortunately it got canceled, and at least they told us with a good amount of time, so we were able to find a different Airbnb a little bit farther than what we originally had booked, but it still put us generally in the area that we wanted to visit in this state. So luckily we are booked for an Airbnb, but it's still about the same thing, about a 3-ish hour drive from the airport to the Airbnb. Saturday we have a full day planned, Sunday we have a full day planned, and then really early Monday morning, probably like 12 a.m. we have to get on our way because we have the long drive to the airport. Of course you have to arrive to the airport really early to we have an early morning flight Monday morning, so we pretty much have to leave Sunday evening to get there on time for Monday. So we have 2 days packed full of fun, and we will definitely show you what state it is that we are visiting once we are there, and we'll just take you along the whole journey. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Hello guys, today is Friday morning. We made it to the airport, so we're just having breakfast here because we had to get up so early. We grabbed some Chick-fil-A here at the airport, and we're just waiting till it's time to board. We're quite a bit early, so we'll probably just walk around and kill some time, and then we'll get on the airplane. Everything is on time so far, so everything is good. We just got off the airplane. We made it to Boston, so now we're going to figure out where the car rental place is so we can go ahead and pick up our truck, and then we have a 3-hour drive to the state that we're going to. All right, we found our rental, so this is what we're going to be driving in for our trip. Now we're going to take should be 2 hours and 45 minutes to 3-hour drive to the state we're going to. So I'll finally reveal that to you guys, but we're gonna go ahead and get on our way now. finally made it to our Airbnb that we're staying at. Not sure if you guys caught that, but we are staying in Vermont for this weekend. We're spending the weekend in Vermont. It's freezing. It's like -13 degrees. There is snow everywhere. When we got off the plane in Boston, there was no snow. As we got closer to New Hampshire, you could start seeing the snow a little more. But Vermont definitely has a lot more. So we're staying at this Airbnb. It's at the top floor of this home. So we're gonna go check it out and unpack. And then we gotta go find a grocery store so we can grab some things and maybe get some scenic views for you guys. But we are so happy to be here and finally share what state it was that we're thinking about moving to. So it is Vermont, and this is northern Vermont. So that is what we're gonna be checking out.
They're playing snowball fight.
They're already playing snowball. It's so cold, I'm shivering. We're super excited to be here, but we're gonna go check out our little apartment that we're staying in. Come on, Mariah. Ooh, it's so cold. Here's our little apartment. Super affordable, by the way. It was like $80 a night. And it has a little kitchen. Where's the lights? It's a cute little vintage looking. It has a bathroom and then our bedrooms.
Mommy, come here.
Hold on. I'm trying to, oh, we found another entrance. I'm trying to find the lights. I can't see them.
Is this ours? Oh, we sleep together?
Mm-hmm. So it has 2 bedrooms. Jaden went to the bathroom. What are these things?
Jaden, hurry!
Fake drawers.
Those don't open. Those are fake.
A little Vermont road map. We're definitely gonna need that. Some juices and snacks in here. Got a stove. We're definitely gonna be cooking. We gotta go buy some groceries. That way we're not spending too much on eating out and we can utilize the kitchen.
There's stuff in here, actually. There's juices and stuff.
Alright, we gotta go unpack our stuff.
But I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing.
Alright, so we just came back from the little grocery store that they have here. We got a couple things. There's actually a lot of things included with the Airbnb, like seasonings and little snack type things. So we just grabbed some things so that we're able to cook dinner. It's a little bit dark in here, but we bought all this stuff for what, like 60 bucks? So 60 bucks, and this is gonna be dinner for all the days that we're staying here, and then breakfast. So that way we just have to worry about eating out for lunch tomorrow and on Sunday. So we're gonna do the sausage. We bought some rolls and some sausage and peppers and onions for today's dinner. And then one day we're gonna have pork chops. One day we're gonna have like a pasta with the ground beef. And then we got some veggies, some broccoli, some bread for breakfast sandwiches, bacon, eggs, and stuff like that. So, and some cheese. So we grabbed all that. So we're staying in Barnett, Vermont, and we're actually really close to Peacham, Vermont, which if you guys follow Goldshaw Farm on YouTube, that's where he's at. What are you doing, Jaden? So that's pretty cool. We're not gonna go visit his farm or anything, but we're living right by there. And then we're gonna visit more of like the central Vermont tomorrow. Montpelier or Montpelier, whatever it's called. It's like the capital of Vermont. That's where we're gonna go explore tomorrow all day. We got a bunch of stops to do, so we're gonna go ahead and get showered and in our pajamas and get dinner cooking for tonight, and we will catch back up tomorrow. Welcome back. It is Saturday morning. We're about to go into the main city, Montpelier, Vermont. We were actually going to go visit a local farmers market that is on Saturday mornings, but apparently they canceled it because it was so cold. So that goes to show you how cold it really is that even Vermont people canceled a farmers market. So today is negative 17 degrees. We took a little walk this morning just to check out the area and get some videos of the mountains over there, and the kids were playing with the snow, but it was so cold. So we just came in to warm up, and now we're gonna go off and see what we could find to do. I have a list of things that I want to do in the Montpelier area. See like the Capitol building that they have there. There's a couple other little like maple shops, gift shops, and things like that. There's a cider mill there that I want to visit, so we'll see what is open today. We'll go ahead and try to make a day out of it, and we'll probably get some lunch while we're out there. And so far so good. We have noticed that a lot of people said Vermont is really expensive, and we haven't really noticed that. Compared to Florida, gas prices seem to be the same as we're used to in Florida. Groceries, like I showed you yesterday, were pretty affordable. There's definitely lots less population here. Like you can tell when we were driving from Boston towards New Hampshire, and in general there's like less cars on the road and no traffic whatsoever. It's very old-fashioned looking. It almost looks like you stepped back into time. Like all the houses are very vintage, but I think that's what we like about Vermont as well. Just the peacefulness and how empty it is, and how everything is just so old-fashioned. It also gets darker a lot earlier. We noticed that yesterday it started getting dark faster than what it does in Florida. It actually sunsets here at 5 p.m. and then the sun rises at 7 a.m. So right now it's about 8:10 in the morning. Montpelier is about an hour drive from where we're at now, which is Barnett, Vermont. So we have quite a drive to get there to that area, but that's mostly where we're going to spend our day today. And I figure if we do end up moving here, that is around the area where my husband would be working at. So we definitely wanted to check out that surrounding area. I've also noticed that there is, a lot of people said that there wouldn't be like signal or like connection. The place we're staying at doesn't have Wi-Fi, but our phones have been working fine. The GPS and everything has been working. so that's not too bad. There probably is a lot of dead spots in Vermont, but from what we've noticed in the area that we've been in for the short while we've been here, our phones have been working good. But that's pretty much it so far. So today will be an all day out type of day. We'll see what we can find to do, and then tomorrow we have some fun things planned as well. This is a New England map. Here is Vermont. This is where we're at right here. Right now we're in Montpelier, and then the little city that we're staying in is right here, Burnett. Really close to New Hampshire. This is New Hampshire. thought you could like see through it.
This place.
It's Sunday morning. We're getting our day started today. It's supposed to be a lot warmer today, but it's still pretty cold and snowy out here. So today we're going to a place called Okemo Resort, but they don't open till 12 and we didn't realize that, so we have some time to kill. We're gonna go to closest Walmart that's here and grab some things so we could bring a packed lunch. And Jaden lost his scarf yesterday, so we have to go buy him a new scarf. And then I think by the time we come back, it'll be time to get going. The place is about an hour and a half from here. And there, it's like a skiing and snowboarding park, but we're not going to be doing that. They do have a mountain coaster we wanted to check out, and they had snow tubing, so we're going to let the kids do some snow tubing. And yesterday went pretty good. We did everything that we had on our checklist except for the farmers market that I mentioned was canceled, but we did everything else, so that was good. And just on the agenda for today is going to visit that park, getting some more scenery shots on the way there and on the way back. Then by that time, by the evening, we'll just have some last minute packing up to do, and we'll cook dinner, and then we got to be on our way to the airport probably around 12 in the morning. Yeah, it's icy. Because since our flight is so early and we're about 3 hours away from the airport in Boston, so we have to get up pretty early. Well, we're gonna try to get a sleep really early so we could get a couple hours of sleep before we have to be on our way. But so far so good. We've enjoyed our weekend. The Airbnb has been super helpful. The kitchen is very useful. It was well stocked up with lots of things that we didn't expect. And so yeah, overall we've enjoyed our trip. So today's the last day, and then we're on our way back home. It's gonna suck when we get to go back home. We want to stay so bad. But that is what's on the agenda for today. So we're gonna get the truck warmed up and head to the local Walmart. It's about 20 minutes from here, so hopefully we'll find everything we need from there. We just decided we were gonna just pack lunch today because we still have bread left over and cheese. We just gotta buy some more cheese and some more ham, and we could bring like bags of chips and bottled water and stuff. So try to use up everything that we have left in the kitchen that we brought with us, because anything we don't use is going to get left behind and thrown out anyway. All right guys, enjoy the video of today once we're on our way to that resort. It's called Okemo Resort.
Hey Jay, you see that?
Oh, look! Look at the water!
Frozen in time. Hello guys, welcome back. So change of plans. Unfortunately, we were not able to make it to the Okemo today. Things just did not work out. We actually accidentally left our keys, the apartment keys that we were renting, and the car keys attached inside of the house. So we had to wait until the family that is hosting us for the Airbnb to get back home so they could let us back in. And at this point, it is already like we wasted a couple of hours of our day, so we decided not to go since it was an hour and a half distance of drive, and then we didn't want to go too far away. We want to be rested and ready for our flight that's super early in the morning. We got to leave around 12 a.m. so we just decided to stay here. And then the Airbnb host was kind enough to show us a little sledding spot over here. They let us borrow their sleds, and they have kids as well, so now the kids are playing together. So everything works out. They get to have their little sledding. What we were gonna do at the resort was snow tubing anyway, so that works out. It's a really nice area here. They said the neighbors let the kids slide down here. It looks super fun. So that was nice of them. And so yeah, we're just gonna hang out here, hang out with their family, then get some dinner cooked and try to get some rest before we have to at least try to get a couple hours of sleep before we have to get our early morning started. So while we were waiting for the family to get back home to let us back into our apartment, we walked around. I recorded a little bit. There's a really nice river. I forgot what it's called, but it was really pretty walking around through there and walking through the neighborhood, getting some exercise. We had already packed our lunch, so we enjoyed that, and then we just waited around. So now the kids get to have some fun. Oh, go. Oh good, you get up to Yeah, I got a picture of you falling.
Should I go up there?
I think so. You can follow them.
It's really hard to
Go.
come up.
Ah, you almost made it.
That looks like it hurt. So much for that.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. And twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it,
Hello
baby.
guys, we made it to
Not
Boston
yet.
Airport this morning. It's about 4:30 in the morning. Our flight doesn't leave till
Oh,
6. We start loading on the
but I
plane
don't
at
wanna
5:40
miss you,
though.
baby.
So we just came
So
to
I stand
cafe area
up and
just open
speak
at
just
Starbucks.
by
We grab some
mind.
breakfast and then we'll be on our way back.
Oh. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're chilling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby,
Hey guys, we are officially back home. It's about 5 p.m. today on a Monday. We had to, when we got home, we just checked on all of our animals and our outside dogs, and we went to pick up our little dog from the neighbors, Bobo, because he had slept over since he's an inside dog. So after doing all that, we went ahead and took a nap because we were super tired, and I think I caught some type of like a head cold or maybe just allergies from like the changes from state to state. I don't feel like full-blown sick, but I definitely have like a runny nose, and we just took a couple hours of a nap. The kids were also tired. They kind of slept the whole way in the car, but they've just been chilling out and catching up on watching their little tablets and stuff. So I'm just out here going to feed the dogs for the night. Just wanted to do like a whole recap of our trip. Being back home here in Florida definitely feels really weird. Like as soon as we started driving home, we noticed obviously the temperature difference, but also just like everything looks so much brighter, like sunnier, and I kind of came home with a bit of a headache too, so just like the brightness was bothering me. So but I feel better after my nap. but like everything just looks so weird and flat, and we're used to just being in the mountains and like the trees being a whole lot taller, and I don't know, feels weird, but it's good to be home. It's good to see our fur babies again, and we just got to get back onto the schedule again. We loved visiting Vermont so far. Our first visit was a complete success, and we felt like we really got a good taste of how cold Vermont can be. We experienced, as you saw, up to I think -19 or maybe even -20 at one point. That Friday night when we arrived, it was super cold, like almost unbearable, because we weren't wearing like all the layers, the protective winter gear and stuff. But Saturday we were a little bit more prepared, wore our layers, so while we were walking around in the town that Saturday we were a little bit warmer. And then Sunday the temperatures went way up, so that was a lot more comfortable to deal with. Like the 30 degrees temperature is doable. The -19, -15, that was like kind of a shock coming from Florida, going to those deep low temperatures. But after talking to many locals there, that really has not happened in quite a while. Like they haven't had temperatures dip that low for years. They say that's how it used to be in Vermont all the time, every winter. But temperatures have definitely not been that low for such a long time. So we went on a really good weekend personally, because we wanted to experience how cold Vermont can be in the winter, and I feel like that didn't scare us away. We should be golden. Our trip felt really short, and it was just for the weekend, so but we're nothing but excited to go back again. We want to go back in the summertime. Not sure what month yet. We do have some other things that we have to plan with during the summer, so we're gonna have to pick wisely the week that we can go. And I think we're actually talking about actually looking at properties during our summer trip, so that's super exciting. I know we wanted to visit a couple times like during the different seasons, but I feel like just with our winter visit alone, we feel ready to go ahead and maybe check out some properties next time we do go, because I'd like to ideally get moved in before winter. Like I want to be able to enjoy maybe like the rest of summertime and then fall time before winter comes in our new home. That way we kind of get used to our surroundings. We kind of get used to how the weather is slowly dropping. If our house needs any type of repairs, that'll give us time to get something built for the dogs and stuff, so that they can live comfortably outdoors in the winter time. Just little things like that. Ideally, we would not like to move into our property in the fall time or in the middle of winter, because we would feel kind of unprepared, whether as if we moved during the summertime. I feel like we'd have more time, and we're not really going to jump into farm animals and stuff right away. I definitely want to get used to the seasonal changes and everything, and the weather for quite a bit before we start worrying about farm animals. But since we are moving in straight away with dogs and cats, I definitely want to be ready for that, and just ready for them to survive their winters like that, since these animals are also not used to these types of winters. So all in all, we had a wonderful time. Vermont is as beautiful as we had seen in the pictures. I hope you guys enjoyed all of the scenery that I got. We feel super thankful for the weekend that we did choose to visit. We did have that little hiccup on Sunday where we didn't really get to do much, because we had to wait a couple hours before the Airbnb host came back to let us back in. But all in all, I feel like maybe it was meant for us to meet them in some way or another, because our first Airbnb had to cancel us, and then we were able to book with them. And then this whole thing, if we would have proceeded to do what we wanted to do on Sunday. We would never have really met with them, and we chatted just for a little bit, but they seemed like a really sweet family, and they had kids, and our kids got to play with their kids, and we found out they were a homeschooling family as well. So that was just pretty cool. You never know, like I mentioned, why things happen, and maybe we were meant to somehow meet them. I kept their contact information because you never know. Once we do end up moving, at least we'll have like one person that we know, or one person we can call up and ask questions. And we chatted a little bit about like homeschooling and how that is different from Florida. So that was fun, and I feel like we got some better insight. And they were also a family that at one point moved from a whole another state to Vermont, and they have literally said that they loved it. They have never thought about moving out, and Vermont to us just felt completely like home. I was so sad to leave. It's always sad to leave, like when you're on vacation, but this wasn't really a vacation. This was a trip just to see how the state felt and see if we can picture ourselves living here, and that's absolutely how it went. The kids really loved it and can't wait to come back. My husband loved it, of course. Definitely didn't want to come back. We wish that we had the opportunity to just be able to go ahead and move, but I feel like that day is coming soon. I'm crossing my fingers that maybe there is a handful of properties that we can go visit during the summertime. But if the summer doesn't work out, we still want to enjoy the trip for a week long and enjoying Vermont in a whole different season, and just doing the different activities that you can do there during the summer instead. And we'll just wait till it's the perfect, correct timing. We know for sure that the state is right for us. We did spend a little bit of time in New Hampshire, which was right next door. We were literally like a bridge away from New Hampshire. But even the short time we spent in New Hampshire still didn't feel right. Like we felt perfectly like this is the state for us while we spent time in Vermont. So with that said, we definitely enjoyed our trip. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for what's coming up next. I think our next thing is to just continue working on our house, getting it fixed up, and seeing if we can get it maybe ready for sale by the summer trip that we take. That way, just in case something were to happen and we were to find a property, we can go ahead and sell it just like that and take whatever opportunities are thrown at us during our summer trip. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Continue following along. Just wanted to give you like a whole recap of how our weekend went. Thank you guys for watching. I'll keep you guys in tune with everything that's happening.